Hey guys, this is Drew with Kucha Collectibles. Welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about when's the best time to buy gold or silver. Let's get this video started. So over the past week, gold has gone over the all-time high, which has made people question if they should jump into precious metals, either with gold or with silver. And this has a lot of people wanting to check out videos like this, because we're trying to give out information that helps you as somebody that's collecting coins or is stacking precious metals. And so in this video, we plan to answer that for you on the whiteboard. Let's show you right now. A quick side note to this video, we are not financial advisors. Things that we say are our own opinion. If you want to invest in silver and gold, make sure to talk to your financial advisor because they're the wisest. If you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure to leave a like. So the question is, and everybody asks this question all the time, when's the best time to buy gold or silver? We're going to answer that with two answers. The first answer is always. The second answer is never again. See, there's one road when you're buying silver and gold that you want to maintain a form of consistency, and there's another road where you feel like you got burned by buying silver and gold and you never want to do it again. And most of the time, there's one thing that distributes or separates these two people, and it's the belief. Belief is very important when you're talking about silver or gold, because when you're wanting to make a purchase with your hard-earned money, you have to believe in that product more than you keeping the money, right? So say a salesman calls you up and they say, hey, I want you to buy this new, I want you to buy these screens for your windows, or I want you to buy this new backyard that we're going to install, or I want you to buy these stocks, right? They're trying to sell you on a product, and they're wanting to get some money so they can go get that product for you, right? It's the same way with silver and gold. So people that believe in silver and gold are more valuable than the dollars that they have. They will go spend it, right? But there's other people out there that say, I think if I buy precious metals at this time, I'm going to get rich doing so. And that, most of the time, is never the case. You're not going to get rich buying precious metals. You're going to do something else, and we can talk about that later in this video. There are two buyers when you're talking about gold and silver. They're the winners and there's losers. Winners take a more logical approach to buying silver and gold. They'll want to establish an average purchasing price, they'll want to establish a budget, and they'll want to look towards the future, right, and what they want to invest in something. So say that we're talking about a more logical approach. Their average purchase price for 2023, let's say they want to spend $24 an ounce on silver. And their budget this year is $10,000, which ends up being $833 a month. Those two things sometimes are not talked about when you go out and buy something, or if you're wanting to plan for, say, a whole year in advance. So a more logical approach to buying silver in 2023 would be, hey, this year I want to invest $10,000 into silver, and I want to buy at an average purchase price of $24 an ounce. And so all year they're able to study, understand, and they're able to buy at certain times. A more emotional approach sometimes can come to, hey, silver's going to the moon, bro. You should buy silver now. You're going to get rich buying silver. Silver at 22, bro, it's going to go to 28, dude. It's going to go to 45. It's going to go to 50. The world's melting down, right? You see a bunch of videos like that on YouTube, and you see it all over the news. And that's really just a lot of hype that gets people emotional, gets people riled up into buying silver and gold. And so let's just draw a little graph really quickly here. So this is the January of 23, and this is December of 23. And we're going to plan out the losers, and we're going to plan out the winners, and how that may vary and how that may hurt somebody to never buy again, or will incentivize someone to always buy. And people that always buy, since they have the belief in silver and gold, I don't have to go to them and say, you need to buy silver now, you need to buy gold now. It's the most important thing of your whole lifetime. I don't have to go market or advertise to somebody that's convinced that gold and silver mean something to them and their future. That thing has already been established. So that's what's so beautiful about our industry sometimes. I don't have to go do that. I just have to have the best price and be able to be the most convenient when they need to go buy it. And that has to do with maybe payment processing or driving the bullion to them or having it in your shop and having a very quick price for them. All those things can make somebody very comfortable when they're going to go buy silver or gold from you, and they're always in belief that it's important. So January to December, let's just draw what maybe silver did this year. It went up in March, fell down during the summer, and it's risen back up in December. So we can map it out, and we can see that demand was very high here, and supply was probably pretty low. Let's just say that silver is $27 an ounce. None of these numbers are accurate, but it's going to help us determine what's important at the end. Let's say that silver low is $20 an ounce. When silver is in lower supply and the demand's higher, there is an influx in the market of people that are wanting silver, right? There's articles coming out and politics and war and that gets people emotional. That gets people out of their head sometimes and say, hey, silver's going to go to $45. By the end of the year, silver's going to be at $60, bro. This is happening in this country and that's happening in this country, and we really should be buying right now. The dollar's going down and all this stuff. And so sometimes a more emotional person will spend $10,000 at $26.50. $26.50, right? So an emotional person, they'll spend all of their budget at $26.50. And once the market starts to go down, and it goes down all the way to $20, what does that person that made an emotional decision say to themselves? They say to themselves, man, I got ripped off. All my friends told me to buy, and I'm not making a bunch of money. It's not going to $60. And now I'd never want to buy silver and gold again. Never again. I lost money. Someone that's more consistent, someone that believes in silver and gold, say, hey, no matter what, every single month, I'm going to spend $833 on silver. So, February, all the way up to March, April, May, June, July, August, the whole thing, right? They're going to do it all the way to the end of the year, $833. And by the end of the year, let's just say they hit their number at $24 an ounce. So this person, they told themselves, no matter what happens, I think $24 an ounce is a reasonable price, and I think that's fair. And I know I'm going to spend some more in these months, but I'm also going to maybe catch the downfall as well. So they were buying at $20 an ounce, and they were buying at $27 an ounce. And they ended up meeting their goals of $24 an ounce at $833 a month. And the question is, right, what will they do when it was $27? They said to themselves, hey, what if it goes down to 20? What if it goes down to 22? I'm going to buy it anyway. Why? Because I want to remain consistent. It's the same way that Warren Buffett would see stocks, right? So someone would, go all in with their stock portfolio, and they'd spend 90% of their stock portfolio on Tesla, just say. And then the stock went down, and they sold, and they lost money, right? But Warren Buffett, what he does is when the stock gets cut in half, the value goes down by half, he just buys more because he's consistent. He believes in what the product is, and thus that drives where he spends his money. He's not going to put all of his eggs in one basket too. Putting all your eggs in one basket as an emotional decision will drive you to never buy precious metals again. So when are you buying precious metals? Either always or never. And the key, what we talked about this whole video, and what's the key to buying precious metals? Consistency. Why is consistency important in your life and in something that we're talking about like this? So you ever seen that guy with the six-pack at the gym, right? And you're like, man, I wish I could be that guy, And that guy, he works out 2 hours a day. He eats well. He sleeps well. He's got that six-pack. He's got big arms. He's got big shoulders. And the only thing that he mastered that you couldn't master is the consistency in the gym. There's people that work 8 hours a day. They drive 2 hours a day to get to work and go home. And they receive rewards from being consistent. They work for a wage. They bring that wage home. They enrich themselves and they're able to afford groceries, lights, water, everything else. Their consistency was rewarded. And so the more consistent you are in everything that you do in life, the more you'll be rewarded for it. Plan out what you want to do with silver and gold and how you want to approach your goals as someone that's trying to plan for the future, and then move towards that, right? So let's just say 2024 was to happen and silver drops below 20, goes to $17 an ounce. The person that bought it at $26.50, they weren't consistent. They weren't someone that truly believed in the product. They weren't consistent, like we said, and they're never going to buy again. But this person, with the average purchasing price of $24 an ounce, they go, oh, silver's down to $17. I'm going to buy in. I'm going to buy more, right? And so where does the reward come into play when this is all over? So say, there's a lot of different theories out there, but whenever the death of the dollar comes, or whenever we got to trade silver for chickens, all the crazy stuff you heard, the person that diversified their portfolio while working on it in a respectful manner, the reward's going to come to them in the end, right? They're going to be able to use silver for what they want to use silver for, and the other person is going to be out the silver that they wanted, or the things that they wanted to prepare for. So if you are someone that always wants to buy silver, I would recommend being consistent and believing in the product, and that allows you to win. And so if someone comes to you and says, what's silver going to do next week or gold do next week? One thing I would recommend is telling them you don't own a crystal ball and you can't tell the future. So the only thing that you can recommend is share this video with somebody, because this is important. You have to approach it logically. You can't approach buying silver and gold emotionally, because it will hurt you financially possibly, and it will also deter you from buying it in the future. Maybe you're at a dinner party, maybe you're at a show, maybe you're listening to politics, maybe you're reading a news article online. All those things sometimes create so many outside voices that affect what you want to do next, right? They're kind of promoting the next decision that you're going to make, right? So if you read an article about some issue that's happening in a different country, or if you read about or watch, the death of the dollar, all those types of things, those things will add an additional voice into your head and kind of change the path that you're on. A big thing that I would recommend for you or anybody else out there is know who you are and figure out what you want to accomplish. There's no sense of living in an emotional decision by something you read or watch and then making a bad decision because of it. Every day, I'm going to show you real quick just because I can. Every day, I have a fitness, it's really hard to pick up, a fitness checklist. You can read it or you don't have to read it. But the whole point of a fitness checklist is that no matter who talks to me today, no matter what I listen to, I am getting these things done on this checklist. I know who I am and I know what I want to accomplish. And so some of us are allowing so many voices in our head that it gets so hard to make a decision. Sometimes you lose yourself in so many people that want you to do so many different things. Know who you are, know what you want to accomplish, and get it done. That's what most successful people do, and that's what we plan to do every single time we make a video informing you. Just do something. Enjoy what you do. Be good at it, but also be consistent. Believe in it. You want to be better than you were yesterday, and that starts with taking out some voices and doing you. If you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on what I had to talk about today. Was it something that you don't hear very often on YouTube and on the big media outlets? I want to hear all that down below, but we will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe.